The 200 cedis is not a compensation. Okay. After the incident, Appiatse community was almost down to its knees, and some of the affected people's houses were destroyed and they were moved into tent camps and other things. Some of them couldn't also engage in their usual economic activities. So the 200 cedis was one-off money given to them, so that when you are in that area, you know, they were being served with rice and other things, and some of them also have families with children who are going to school, and you need to at least give them studies monies and then feeding fee and other things. So the 200 cedis was, let me say, and you can't call it a loan and you cannot call it, I think the actual word would be something like as an upkeep to mitigate the kind of hardship that people are going through. So that's why we keep on stressing on the issue of compensating the family, the victims. Initially they were given 200 cedis, and then some of them, I think later on it was scaled up. Like somebody said, the 1,000 cedis that was also given to some of them. But 1 year on, the people have not been properly compensated, and they've also not been brought back to their economic activities. Madam, per the minister, the release accompanying the 5 million, that they breached certain laws there. Now, if you go back to our constitution, I think Article 18, we have right to property. The Appiatse residents had their properties before the incident. Some of them had houses, they had farms, they were engaged in other economic activities. Now, as a result of that incident, their economic life had been wiped off. So it is I mean, important for such people to be compensated, to be brought back to their, because the Constitution in Article says that yes, you may have your right to, there's any other issues there, but it requires that you need to be, I think 22A or something, which we talked about, prompt, fair, and then adequacy of the compensation. And I think if you go to, I think the two other, there's also, which also needs to be resettled. So I think it's within that context, the government says that, let me put up new houses also for them. But for the people who they have suffered some losses, and it's through no fault of theirs. If it were to be a normal, if I had destroyed your property, I'm to restore your property back to you. So if we take it from that point, then it makes sense to call for the people to be compensated.